Will today be the day we finally find the 1950 Denver Key Day Jefferson Nickel? Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to keep the intro short for this hunt. You know we just need the 50D Key Day Jefferson Nickel for this album, and we need a 50D, a 38S, and a 39S for the Side Finds album. Let's put these to the side and get right to the hunt. I saw we had circulated coins from the holes in the bottom of box 2, so that's why that one's not popped open yet. I had to crack the top of this one to make sure they were circulated, and they are. 100 nickel rolls, 100 chances at slotting something in the albums. You guys know the drill. We're going to get right to the hunt. We'll be looking for anything that is a Buffalo nickel, any key date or semi-key date Jefferson nickels, any varieties, proof coins, foreign coins, and of course, silver wartime nickels. I'll be back when I have a first find in box number 1 of the hunt. We're on roll number 6 of the first box. All we have so far is a 53 Denver, but we just got a semi-key date Jefferson nickel because when I flip this 51 around, it has an S mint mark. 1951S is a lower mintage, and it's definitely a semi-key date, and I don't know if it's good enough to replace any of the 51S's we have in the albums, but it's good to see it because I don't find very many San Francisco early 50s nickels in a hunt. We'll take it and get back to the hunt and see if there's more goodies. Roll number 9, we've got a 1949 Jefferson nickel, and if there's an S on this one, it's another semi-key date. It's not an S, it's a D, but we can check for that 49 D over S, which I don't see. We'll take it either way. First nickel from the 40s. Roll number 13 is going to give us the oldest Jefferson nickel we found so far, a 1941 Philadelphia. Roll 21 will give us our third Jefferson nickel from the 40s, but a different year, 1947 in decent shape with a small scratch. And it's a 47 Philadelphia. I'm on roll number 30 of the box, and I believe I have another Black Beauty nickel here. The Black Beauty nickels were 1959 Philadelphia nickels that were improperly annealed when they were heated. They were overheated, and it caused the metal to turn different shades of darkness. Some are really black, and some are darker like this one that you see here. It's hard to tell on camera, but in person, you definitely can see that it's a darker nickel, but that's not the only thing. It has to be a darker nickel and have all the regular mint finish on it, and it does. So it's lustrous, and it's dark underneath the luster. If I were to put this in a fire right now and burn it to make it black, you would lose that mint luster, and it's not lost. It's not as dark as the other ones I have found, but what I know about Black Beauties is they can come in all shades, and the darker, the better. So this is a lighter one, but it also has the fuzziness under the chin right there. And all the Black Beauties I have found were on the same die, of course, that had that fuzziness right there on the strike. So I'm going to call it a Black Beauty. I have 4 of them now. None of them have been certified because spending money on the certification is not worth it. They're only about $10 to $20 at market value. So either way, I'll hold on to it. It's a nice find. 59P is also a lower mintage year, and that's a 1959 Philly to boot. All right, we spent a lot of time on that. Let's get back to the hunt. Same roll I'm only bringing in because I have a 1958 Jefferson nickel here. When I flipped it around, it's also a Philly, which is a better date and a lower mintage. So a couple of lower minted 1958 and 59 Ps in the same roll. Hopefully that means the last half of the box gets hotter. Roll number 37, another nickel from 1949. And that's another 49 Denver. So we'll just check that D over S, which I do not see. Second 1949 Denver of the hunt. Well, we're on the last roll of the box, and the last dozen or so rolls were pretty much blank as far as finds, except for a 53D. But I bring in because we've got another nickel from 1947, and that's going to be a 47 Denver, and first one with the mint mark from 47 for the board. Let me go ahead and finish up this roll. I'll be back with a box recap and an opening of box number 2 in just a second. All right, box number 1 has been hunted, and like I said in the last clip, the last dozen rolls really hurt the number of finds. We have 18 on the board. I like 20 to 25, and we were on pace for that, but it slowed down. That being said, we did get a semi-key date 1951S and a couple of better date 1958 Philly and 1959 Philly, and the 59 Philly might be a Black Beauty. Either way, it's still a nice coin. One box down, we did not have any foreigns in that box and no 2009s. We also didn't have any Buffaloes or silver nickels. Hopefully we can get off the silver schneid or the buffalo schneid with the second box. We haven't found one yet this year. And also looking for that 1950 Denver, of course. All right. You know, looks like a decent assorted box. Looks like we have a heavy roll right here and a short roll right there. I bet you that one's over one and that one's under one. But either way, looks like a pretty good box in front of us. Let's hope the insides are as good as I think. I'll be back with my first find of box number 2 in just a moment. Before I start hunting the box, figured I'd show you at 5 grams times 40, a roll should weigh about 200 grams. So that's close enough with a little bit of wear on the nickels, 200 grams. The one I thought was short 1 or 2 is definitely short. We put it on the scale, should be 200 grams. It's only 190, which means it's short 2 nickels. And then the one I thought was heavy, it's gonna be over 2 nickels. So not short 1 and over 1, short 2 and over 2. Crazy how that happened, but we'll take it. Hopefully I can get that roll back in there and get the hunt going. Just wanted to show you that. Now it's time to hunt. Roll number 5 of box number 2 will give us our second find of the box. We had a 59 Denver, but this time a 1941 Philadelphia. Still the oldest year for Jefferson Nickels we have found so far through 55 rolls. Roll number 66 of the hunt will give us our oldest Jefferson nickel of the hunt, a 1940 Philadelphia. I'll make a quick mention that the heavy roll gave us a couple of nickels from the 50s, a 54D and a 52D. 34 rolls left. Same roll in the 1940 nickel. Didn't want to be the oldest because we've got a new oldest, a 1939 in pretty nice shape. If it has a mint mark, it's a keyed 8 and we need the San Francisco for book 3. But it's going to be a Philadelphia. So we'll quickly scope it to ensure it is a Philadelphia. It is. And we'll quickly check for the DDR that's worth a lot on the 1939 nickel. Do not see the doubling on 5 cents or Monticello. And we'll take a quick peek at that R. Do not see the Henning notch. Of course, I will weigh it up. 1939 is good to find. Will there be more in that roll? Let's find out. There was one more find. Our first 2009 Denver nickel of the hunt. Just cracked open roll number 78 of the hunt, and as I peeled back the edge and opened the roll completely, saw that we had a 5 cent euro back there. We will take it. Can't get mad at finding a foreign coin to go along with that 09 Denver we found earlier. And I'll say also, look at the number of 52s we have so far in the hunt. I think we've had 3 or 4 1952 Philly and Denvers in this box alone. Wish somebody was dumping 1950 Denvers, but we'll take what we can get. Had a bit of a dry spell, but we're on roll 89 of the hunt, and we found another nickel from 1947. And this one is also from Philadelphia. And it's odd that we haven't found a 1946 yet. We only have 11 more rolls to go. Roll number 90, ask and you shall receive. The very next roll, about 5 coins into the roll, our first 1946 Jefferson nickel, minted in Philadelphia. Roll number 93. Another Jefferson nickel from 1940 and still from Philly. Well, we finished that second nickel box and we were skunked as far as silver and buffaloes. And that means now I have yet to find a silver or a buffalo nickel for 2024, which is kind of a bummer. On top of that, we didn't get any 38, 39S's and no 50D. So we know we don't have any additions to the albums. That's a bummer too, but not a bad hunt overall. A total of 39 finds on the board. That means we had 18 in box 1 and 21 in box number 2. Most of these are the common ones. There's a couple of better dates, 52 Ps and Ds up here, but they're not in that great of shape. The best finds are down below. We had the 5 cent euro right here, a couple of lower minted 2009 Denver nickels, a second year 1939 Jefferson nickel. I just like pulling those out. Nothing special about it. It has a high mintage. A couple of beauties. A 1960 Philly that I'll keep a hold of, and a 1963 Denver that I'll keep a hold of. Not full steps on either. They're just too nice to send back. As far as the lower mintage stuff, we had 2 1958 Phillies. Both are decent. This is probably the better of the two. And a nice 1959 Philly. Could be a black beauty. The lowest mintage and the best find of the 2 boxes is going to be the semi-key date 1951S in decent shape. We'll check it against the books. We'll check all of these against the books and see if we have any upgrades at least. I know we don't have any additions. Let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with a look at the books and some final thoughts on the 2-box hunt. Well, we finished comparing all of today's finds to both albums. No upgrades, no additions for either the Series 2 or Series 3 books. So definitely a tough hunt when you factor in the fact that we also didn't get any silver and no buffalo nickels. That being said, it was still a fun hunt, and now, after 202 boxes searched, for Series 2, we cannot find the elusive 1950 Denver nickel, and for Series 3, not only are we missing the same thing we've been missing for a long time, the 50D, the 39, and 38S, it's been a while since I have found a key date nickel in my hunts. Hopefully that changes soon. I know it wasn't that fun of a hunt for you guys, but hopefully you still appreciate the effort I put into it. If you did, I certainly would appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.